Welcome to Talking Crue, an official Motley Crue podcast. I'm your host, Kevin Humphrey, where I talk all things in the world of Motley Crue. This is episode 130 this week, The Dead Daisies Part 1. But first this week in Motley news, happy 18th anniversary to the Motley Crue song Saints of Los Angeles, released April the 11th, 2008. I meant to mention this in last week's Motley news, but I lost track of it. I'm not really sure, so I made good to mention it on this week. Hard to believe, 18 years is that song. That's unbelievable. Motley Crue is in the news. They announced a contest to win a trip to see and meet Motley Crue in Long Beach, California on September the 19th. The contest ends June the 2nd at midnight Pacific time. I will try and post the link in the comment section down below and on the Talking Crue Facebook page. But if I can't do it, go check out Motley Crue's Facebook page and Instagram page. There's a little link there. So I wish you guys good luck. Wish me good luck as well. On Tuesday, Tommy Lee is in the news. He re-released the music video Good Times. It's in HD, looks a little sharper, a little cooler looking. Not that video was bad anyway, but it's a lot cleaner. You can go ahead and pre-save the Tommy Land 20th anniversary Rides Again on digital as of right now. I've read rumors, seen rumors that we will be able to buy a physical copy of the 20th anniversary of Tommy Land. It comes out May the 22nd. If I hear anything or see anything, I will let you guys know, so stay tuned. And today, John Corabi released his new solo album, New Day. It came out today. If you got a copy, write me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this new album. I procrastinated and forgot to pre-order it, as it sounds like I got a frog in my throat. Sinuses going on. But I procrastinated and forgot to pre-order it. So I'm going to check some local record stores, and see if they have it. And if they don't have it, I'll order it in a few weeks. But that's it in Motley news this week. Like I said, quite a bit of it. Side note, Record Store Day was last Saturday. I did a bonus episode on the Livewire EP. In case you missed it, go back and check it out. That's why you need to hit that subscribe button. You never know when I do a bonus episode. On the back of the album, it said there was an intro and a code stop. I didn't really hear any difference in any of it. If you did, write me a comment down below and let me know what I'm missing. I did listen to it twice this week, but I didn't notice anything. Also got questions about whether the three songs that were on it, were from the Leather Records version or the Elektra version. They are the Elektra version. But it does sound remastered. It does sound really clean. It's real, stands out, pops out, sounds great. And I also want to send a congratulations to Iron Maiden, Up the Irons. They are being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Well overdue, in my opinion. So is Motley Crue. I think they should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as well. But in fact, I saw an interview with Bruce Dickinson, the singer of Iron Maiden, and said they aren't even going to show up for this. I think that's pretty funny. But congratulations to them. Alright, so let's get right into this week's episode, and that is episode 130, The Dead Daisies Part 1. On this week's episode, I'm just going to continue on what I'm calling the John Corabi series. I'm talking about stuff pre-Motley Crue and after he left Motley Crue. So I started it on episode 120, John Corabi and Goria Songs Review. Episode 121 was the Scream, Let It Scream album review. Episode 122 was Union's debut album review. Episode 123 was Union Live in the Galaxy. Episode 124 was Union the Blue Room album review. Episode 125 was Union Do Your Own Thing live DVD review. Episode 126 was 24/7 Destination Everywhere album review. Episode 127 was ESP, also known as the Eric Singer Project, live in Japan. And then episode 128 was John Corabi Unplugged album, his very first solo album. And last week was episode 129, John Corabi Live 94 One Night in Nashville. That was his second solo album. And that leads us into this week, The Dead Daisies, Part 1. The reason why I'm separating these, I was planning on doing all their albums with John Corabi, that is. And then I started thinking I might do that in future episodes down the road, go album by album. So what I thought I'd do is separate them in two parts, because John Corabi has played on 8 Dead Daisies albums. So I'm doing 4 this week, 4 next week, and I thought it would be kind of cool to pick my favorite songs, or some of my favorite songs, off of these albums. So let's go timeline in history on the Dead Daisies. The band was formed in Sydney, Australia by vocalist John, that's Jon, like John Bon Jovi, John Stevens, he won a TV show contest, Rockstar, to replace the late Michael Hutchence from NXS. And David Lowy, that's Lowy, on guitar. He was in a band called Mink in 2012. They recruited other music players and released their debut album in 2013. Now, on tour was a lineup change. So you had Lowy and Stevens with Frank Ferreron, that's Ferreron, on drums. He was in the band Guns N' Roses. Richard Fortes on guitar. He was from Guns N' Roses. Marco Mendoza on bass. He was in Whitesnake. Dizzy Reed on keyboards from Guns N' Roses. Then while on tour, John would actually leave the band in 2015, and John Corabi would take over as lead vocalist. So, like I said, so there's 8 albums. So I'm going to start with this one, part 1, with 3 studio albums and a live album. Then part 2, which is next week, will be one studio album, 2 cover albums, and 1 live album. So, like I said, I'm picking my favorite songs off of these albums, or some of my favorite songs off of these albums, and I'm also picking them because I think you need to listen to. They're must listen to, in case you never checked out the Dead Daisies before. So here we go. So info and facts, and then I'll pick my tracks, and then info and facts. So you'll get the gist of it in a second. All right, so the first John Corabi studio album with the Dead Daisies was called Revolution. It is spelled a Spanish way, and here you go, Revolucion. It was recorded at Abdala, that's Abdala, in Havana, I'll say it right here in a second, Cuba, and Studio 301 in Sydney, Australia. It was produced by Ben Gross, that's Groose, who worked with Dream Theater, Marilyn Manson, Seven Dust, and a bunch more. Craig Portals, that's Porteils, and the Dead Daisies. The band itself is John Corabi on acoustic guitar and vocals, David Lowy on guitar, Richard Fortes on guitar, Dizzy Reed on keyboards, Marco Mendoza on bass. They changed drummers, Jackie Barnes on drums. It was released on August the 31st, 2015. Now I'm picking 3 songs off of this album. So song 1 is Evil. It's a cover song by Howling Wolf on his album Moaning in the Moonlight back in 1954. This has a stop and go kind of beginning section as John sings. Great groove, great guitar solo, great lyrics and chorus. I absolutely love this. I never really heard of this song, but until the Dead Daisies. My other favorite track off of this album is Midnight Moses. It's another cover song by Alex Harvey Band back in 1969. This one kicks right in, but it's kind of got like this slow build to it, and then it just takes off. Love John's vocals on this one. Great lyrics, catchy chorus. It's so freaking good. Great guitar solo as well. And then my third favorite song off of this album is called Devil Out of Time. This one just starts right up. Great rocking song, fantastic lyrics, catchy chorus, amazing guitar solo. Great rocking song. It's so good. Now we're going to go to album number 2, and it was called Make Some Noise. See if you can see that there. Recorded at Sienna, that's SIENNA Records in Nashville, Tennessee. Produced by Marty Fredrickson. I can never say his last name. Hang on one second. There we go. That's Frederikem. Now, he co-wrote some songs with Motley Crue on their Saints of Los Angeles album. He's also worked with Aerosmith, Meatloaf, and the late Ozzy Osbourne, plus a tons more. Again, another lineup change. John Corabi on acoustic guitars and lead vocals, David Lowy on guitar, Marco Mendoza on bass. Here's the big change here. Doug Ultrich on guitar from Whitesnake. I was a big fan of Doug, especially in Whitesnake, the later Whitesnake albums. In case you never listened to those, definitely check those out. I think Doug is underrated guitar player, along with John Five and Mick Mars. And Brian Tichy, that's Tichy, on drums. He was in Whitesnake. He played with the late Ozzy Osbourne and Billy Idol. This album was released on August the 5th, 2016, and I'm picking 4 songs off of this one. I really love this album. Song 1 that I'm picking is Long Way to Go. This one kicks right in. Fantastic guitar groove as John sings. Great lyrics, catchy chorus, fantastic guitar solo. This song just plain old rules. It's so freaking good. Song 2 is the title track, Make Some Noise. Starts off with the drum beat as John sings, and in between there's some guitar riffs going off. Fantastic lyrics, catchy chorus, great guitar solo. It's an amazing, great rock anthem. It's something that I think rock right now is kind of missing. I love it. Song 3 is Last Time I Saw the Sun. Begins with a guitar riff, then kicks right in, then slowly goes down, then slowly builds back up. As John sings, fantastic lyrics, catchy chorus, amazing guitar solo. I love this song. First time I ever heard it, I was hooked on this one. It rocks so hard, it's so good. And then the last one that I'm picking off this album is Joined Together. It's a cover song by The Who, released in 1972. Starts off with the drum beat and the guitar riff, then it just explodes. A little heavier version than The Who, but not a whole lot. Love John's vocals on this one. He absolutely knocks this one out of the park. They rock this. Love the Talk Box by Doug. Fantastic lyrics and chorus. I love this song by the Dead Daisies or The Who. I love that song just in general. I love that song. Album number 3 is a live album. It's called Live and Louder. It was recorded at different shows during the Make Some Noise tour. It was produced by Doug Aldrich, released May the 19th, 2017. I'm picking 3 songs off of this. Songs I hadn't talked about yet. So Song 1 is a Song and a Prayer. This actually comes off the debut album. John introduces this one. They go straight into it. Great mid-tempo song. Great lyrics, catchy chorus, great guitar solo. I love this one. Track 2 that I'm picking off of this is American Band. It's a cover song by Grand Funk Railroad off of their album American Band back in 1973. Begins with the drum beat and then just takes off. A little slight heavier version, but I love it. Fantastic lyrics, catchy chorus, amazing guitar solo by Doug. Love it. They rock this version. I love it. It's so freaking good. Third track I'm picking off of this live album is We All Fall Down. John says this is one of our favorites. They go right into this one. Great guitar riff and groove, great lyrics and chorus, great guitar solo. This song is so good. Then we're getting to the last album out of Part 1 series. It's Burn It Down. Recorded at Sienna Studios in Nashville, Tennessee. Produced by Marty Friedkin. Released April the 6th, 2008. Another lineup change on the drummer. This time they bring in Dean, that's D-E-N, Castronova, that's C-A-S-T-R-O-N-O-V-O, who's played with the late Ozzy Osbourne, Steve Vai, and Paul Rogers. I'm picking 4 songs off of this one. I love this album as well. Song 1 that I'm picking is Dead and Gone. Starts off with this is not a test. Then it kicks right in. Absolutely freaking fantastic rock and roll song. Fantastic lyrics, catchy chorus. John's vocals on this song is incredible. It has this kind of AC/DC kind of feel to it, which is what I really liked about it. Amazing guitar solo. This song rocks. Check it out. It's so freaking good. Dead and Gone. Song 2 that I'm picking is Can't Take It With You. Starts off with a guitar riff, then slowly builds up. Amazing lyrics and catchy chorus. Great guitar solo. I love it. And then the third one, I'm picking the title track, Burn It Down. Slightly different than all the other tracks that I picked. Begins with a guitar riff. It kind of has this bluesy vibe going on in it while John sings. It picks up on the chorus and then back down, so it's kind of a roller coaster kind of a song. Absolutely fantastic guitar solo, fantastic lyrics and chorus, great breakdown in the middle, and then at the end of the song. I absolutely love it. And then the last song is Rise Up. Starts off with this fantastic rock groove as John sings. Fantastic lyrics, catchy chorus, smoking guitar solo by Doug on this one. This song is so freaking good. Rise Up. There's my notes, sorry. And that's the Dead Daisies Part 1. Homework this week. Do you have any of their albums? I know my dear friend Nick has all their albums, the John Corabi version, which is the ones I need to get. I don't have those yet, but I need to get them myself. So, do you have their albums, and which one is your favorite? Next week, I'm going to continue on with the John Corabi series with episode 131, The Dead Daisies Part 2, where I'm going to talk about the studio album, the 2 cover albums, and a live album. That's all next week. If you know anybody that's a Motley Crue fan, likes to talk about Motley Crue, hear about Motley Crue, send them this way. Hit that share button, copy the link, and send it to them. Tell them to go on Google, Firefox, YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, and tell them to type in Talking Crue. All the episodes will pop up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button yourself. Give me a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. Helps out the podcast a whole lot. I want to welcome all the new subscribers. Welcome aboard. It is absolutely freaking fantastic to have you here. I want to thank everybody who gives me thumbs ups and does homework questions. Love that as well. And that's it. I will see you guys next Friday. And you just took a ride on the wild side.